Room is about a woman who was abducted as a teenager and kept captive in a room with her for about 7 years. And then she gives birth to a son while she's locked up by her captor. And so this kid grows up to the age of 5 years old, locked away in this room without no experience of the outer world whatsoever. He doesn't even get to see what sunlight looks like. And so he gets to that age and she decides to figure out different sort of plans of how she can try and escape with him. Here's a clip.
Do you remember how Alice wasn't always in Wonderland?
She fell down, deep in a hole.
Right, well, I wasn't always in room. I'm like Alice. I was a little girl named Joy.
Nah.
And I lived in a house with my mom and my dad. You would call them Grandma and Grandpa.
What house?
A house. It was in the world. And there was a backyard, and we had a hammock. And we would swing in the hammock, and we would eat ice cream.
A TV house?
No, Jack, a real house, not TV. Are you even listening to me? When I was a little older, when I was 17, I was walking home from school.
Where was I?
You were still up in heaven. But there was a guy, he pretended that his dog was sick.
What guy?
Old Nick. We call him Old Nick. I don't know what his real name is. But he pretended his dog was sick.
What's the dog's name?
Jack, there wasn't a dog. He was trying to trick me, okay? There wasn't a dog. Old Nick stole me.
What an absolutely heart-wrenching film. That was basically her trying to explain to the son what their situation is, because the whole time, obviously, she's had to make up this story about how the room is really the world to him, and everything he knows is what he sees on TV, and TV really isn't real life. TV is TV, and people aren't real. They're the only ones who exist. Her, him, Old Nick, and all that. And so she just tries to really make him understand what really is going on, and that they really need to get out of the situation. And it's a whirlwind of emotions. Just there are moments where you feel like there's a lot of suspense going on, and then you feel really, really angry, and then you feel heartbroken, and then all of a sudden you're like relieved. Oh, that was cute. Oh, that happened. And it's just, there's so many heartwarming moments as well, but it just takes you up and down and just drives you through a whole different just room of emotions in this for me. And it's just brilliant. It's cleverly done in a way that really stays true to the event and how it possibly could have panned out and what these people sort of probably go through. It's really, really deep. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, as much exactly what the story says, yeah. You know, it is what it is on the tin. You know, it's about a woman who gets abducted, locked away for 7 months by a guy who uses her for, and it's just, yeah, just incredible.
That film, though. Absolutely makes that film. I think he got his Critics' Choice Award.
What's his name? Jacob Tremblay,
yeah.
9 years old. What an absolutely, I think he's so good, and we have to definitely watch out for this kid, because he's definitely going to grow up into another Leonardo DiCaprio, because brilliant. And Brie Larson as well, who plays his mom, is just, all the praise that she's been getting so far has just been absolutely deserving, because she was incredible as well. So I think she's up for BAFTA's Rising Star Awards, so definitely will be deserving if she does get that. The performance is sublime in this. The story is really well put together. Don't be put off by how deep and depressing it sounds, guys, because, you know, I know the storyline is a bit deep, but trust me, it has much more to it to offer, and it's just a brilliant emotional ride. What would you say you rated it out of 10?
I think it was 8, I think.
Definitely for me as well. It was DiZzeL's verdict. It's 8 out of 10. Room. Definitely go and watch it, guys.
Abracadabra.
Now the candles.
We don't have any candles. I know.
You said a birthday cake for real. That means candles on fire.
Jack. It's okay without the candles. It's still a birthday cake.
You should ask for candles for Sunday treat, not dumb jeans.
I'm sorry. You know, I have to ask for stuff that we really need.